Hey guys, it's 3 in the morning and I've been stressing over this for a little bit, but I had to pull the original upload of this video because the background footage was really choppy. So I pulled it to try and fix it, and I couldn't because I scrapped pretty much everything I used to make this video in the first place, and therefore could not in turn fix it. Therefore, I'm re-uploading it as is with this disclaimer letting you know that there is some choppiness in the background footage. Apologies, and try to enjoy. Hey guys, it's Grog here. If you're watching this video, that means you're one of 3 different types of people who play Destiny 2. Player number 1. The filthy tryhard who's been playing this game for far too long and knows exactly what they're doing, but is watching this video just to see someone else's input on the matter and to see if they can make fun of it or not. Number 2. You're a competent player, you've been playing for a little while, but you're watching this video just to make sure you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's, making sure you have everything you need checked off before the Edge of Fate. And number 3, you're a new player. Someone who hasn't been playing this game for too long and doesn't know exactly what they should be doing to prep for a new expansion. Now that we have all of that out of the way, whether you're players 1, 2, or 3, this video is here to help you make sure that you are indeed ready for the Edge of Fate. Now to start us off, what is the first thing that comes to mind when you are discussing prep for a new expansion or season? Now that was a multiple choice question, so don't get it wrong. A. Bounty prep. B. Weapon prep. C. Armor prep. Or D. All of the above. Now if you said D, I'm sorry to tell you this, but with the Edge of Fate you're wrong. Armor prep doesn't really matter that much moving into Edge of Fate because of all of the armor and stat changes moving forward. So armor should be the least of your worries at the moment. Now that's not to say you don't have to worry about armor yet, but we'll get to that here in a second. If you ask player number 1, the most important thing they're going to tell you is bounty prep, because bounty prep helps you get early seasonal artifact levels. Now what does early seasonal artifact levels entail? It entails that you get access to your champion mods and your tier 5 artifact mods as early as possible in preparation for the day 1 raid race. But you might be saying, but Grog, I don't have any intention of doing the raid race. I don't have any intention of playing the raid on contest mode. I'll just wait until there are guides up. Now there's nothing wrong with waiting until the guide's up, but for the sake of brevity, we're just going to go over what bounty prepping is anyway. Now, according to Webster's Dictionary, the act of bounty prepping is going to every single frickin' destination vendor that provides you with bounties that say XP double plus at the bottom. Now, what's the difference between a bounty that says XP double plus and a bounty that just says XP on it? That's how much XP that bounty will give you when redeemed. Now, if you're just starting your bounty prepping journey, you're a little too late to get all of them done, because the Ascendant Challenge bounties from Petrovenge are on a 7-week rotation. That means you don't get all of them if you're starting just now, but you still have enough to get you quite a bit of forward progress on your bounties moving into the Edge of Fate. Now let's give you guys a checklist on the bounties you need to start prepping. The weekly Cosmodrome bounties from Shahan. The weekly Lectern bounties from the Moon. The weekly Eris Morn bounties from the Moon. The weekly Dreaming City bounties from Petrovenge. The weekly Europa bounties from Varix. The weekly clan bounties from Soraya Hawthorne. Side note, you will need clan members in your fire team to do these bounties. The silver and gold tier Starhorse bounties. That one Nimbus bounty that involves you doing terminal overload. And then you can pad it out with a bunch of daily bounties. Not repeatable bounties, but daily bounties. Now there is also a website called destinyrecipes.com that will allow you to make sure you have all of the bounties you want done. I will link that website below in the description of this video. Now that's enough yapping about bounties. Let's move on to something a little more hands-on. Weapon prep. Weapon prepping is fairly simple. It's just the act of making sure that you got all of the god rolls you want that are leaving the game before the next expansion. Things that'll be leaving the game, such as episodic/seasonal weapons. Do you have your Envious Arsenal and Chill Clip Liturgy yet? You better get on that because that's leaving the game. Things that are seasonal and episodic that are good, that are some of the upper tier weapons that you don't have yet, are things that should be on the top of your bucket list. These are important to grab because the main method of obtaining these weapons will be leaving when the new expansion drops. So if you want some of these weapons, you have to go get them now. Not later, now. Get them now. Get them now. What are you doing? Get them now. Now, these weapons are a little bit less on the upper tier weapons, but there are still quite a few of them that are very good. Things like Liturgy, like I mentioned before, that have Chill Clip that are in your kinetic slot is a very good weapon. There are plenty of ways to make sure you have weapons that you want from the seasonal activities. I'm not going to be able to list all of them off. We'll be here for hours. But just know that going for these weapons that are going away as compared to the weapons that are not going away should be on your priority list. Some of the weapons from the Rite of Nine event, although not as many of them are as good as we wanted them to be, you should still go for. We are entering that double loot season with the Rite of the Nine starting this week, moving towards the end, going into the Edge of Fate. So if you don't have all your Rite of Nine God rolls, now's the time to start grinding for them, because they will be going away, and if you want them hollow foils, make sure you get them. Any weapons that will be going away at the start of the expansion are the ones you should be prioritizing, but there are other weapons that are better than these seasonal weapons that are going away that you should also be going after. Things such as Hezen's Vengeance from Vault of Glass, Praetor's Revenge from Vault of Glass, the Supremacy from The Last Wish. This is just a couple of examples, but these are weapons that you should be going for because although they aren't going away, they are some of the best weapons in their class. Something that has less importance to do with just general weapon prep is making sure your vault space is clear. With all of the changes coming to armor and weapons with the Edge of Fate, you're going to want to have a little bit of extra room in your vault to store some of this new gear. So take a look, take a heavy, deep scan of your vault. Make sure you're cleaning it out of all of the things that you just aren't going to use. Things like old armor, old weapons, stuff that you haven't used before. And if you're a newer player, you're not going to have to worry about that as much because I doubt you have that many things in your vault. Now that you've heard me yap about weapons for a while, it's time to move on to something else. Armor. Surprise, surprise. Armor prep isn't the most important thing moving into Edge of Fate. As I've said for the third time this video, the armor stats are changing dramatically, drastically, exponentially. They're changing a lot, yeah. So, in terms of armor prep is making sure that you can get Artifice class items for your upper tier players, for your mid tier players. For your new players, just make sure you have things that are cool that you like. Make sure that you've thrown the Artifice mods on your class items because, well, the stats are changing a lot. And yes, our current armor will be getting like relative transformations into the new stat system. It won't be anywhere near as good or as powerful as the new armor coming into Edge of Fate. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have to go for some of this armor. If you're a newer player, this applies more to you. Getting some of the cooler armor pieces you want, this is like at the bottom of your priority list. Like, do everything else that I've mentioned first. But you can still go grind out some of this armor for Transmog so that you have a cool outfit moving into Edge of Fate. Anyway, that's enough about armor because armor isn't as important as everything else moving forward. Now that we have all of your pre-expansion prep done and accounted for, let's move on to what you're going to want to do through the first week of a new expansion. The first thing you're going to want to do is redeem your bounties. But wait, you don't want to redeem them right away. You see, if you're a new player, you might not know about this yet, but there is this thing called a Fireteam XP boost. Now, what's a Fireteam XP boost, you might be asking? A Fireteam XP boost is exactly what it sounds like. You get more XP if you're in a fire team. Now, you're going to want to wait until you're in a fire team to redeem all of the bounties you've had saved up. Whether it's immediately, a little bit later, that doesn't matter as much. Now, you need to be in a fire team to make sure you're getting these Fireteam XP boosts before you redeem your bounties. You don't want to redeem them alone because you won't get the max amount of XP from said bounties. This is important because more XP means more levels on your seasonal artifact. And more levels on your seasonal artifact means more, let me hear you say it, artifact perks unlocked earlier. Now, this is less important if you're not going for the contest mode / day 1 raid, but it is still beneficial to do. That'll be one of the first things you do when playing a new expansion. Next thing you're going to do. Next thing you're going to want to do is look at a website called light.gg. I will also link that website below. Light.gg is a website that tracks all of the weapons, armor, and various other things that get added to the game with the new expansion. Using this website will allow you to look at brand new weapons with their brand new perks on them. It'll allow you to focus down weapons you're going to want to grind early on. This makes sure that you get all of the gear moving forward into a season, whether you're doing a day 1 race or not. This is just a beneficial website that'll allow you to grow for the gear you want. Whether it's that new auto rifle with the new Scorch perk, whether it's a new weapon that has jolting feedback, or maybe it's just a brand new weapon with a brand new perk that you think will be a meta-defining perk, or something that you just want to have fun and play around with. Light.gg is a very useful website that will allow you to find out all of that information relatively easily. This is when armor becomes very important. As I've said for now 4 times, we're getting whole new stat packages in Edge of Fate. Armor will probably be the most important thing you're going to want to grind out when the Edge of Fate drops. You're going to want to get your builds set up in a way with the new stat packages that will be the most beneficial and the most useful to you. Now, aside from the new stats, armor is coming with set bonuses. Now, these set bonuses have already been revealed in a prior TWAB / TWID / whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know anymore, man. There's a reason we aren't doing as much armor grinding prior to the Edge of Fate drop, because of all of the dramatic changes coming to armor. TLDR, your armor now sucks. Get better armor when the Edge of Fate drops. So that, I think, about wraps it up with your I started late on my prep, but I'm doing it anyway because someone told me to. So, follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Grogrim, and we're almost at 500 followers as of recording this. So, watch me on Twitch, please, pretty please. And stay tuned for more uploads moving into the Edge of Fate and as the Edge of Fate drops. Thank you guys. Grog is out of here, and yeah, see you guys. I don't know how to do an outro. Yeah, post-video editing Grog here. This was my first time using Premiere and first time using the new audio software, so the audio issues, I plan on getting that all fixed out here moving forward. And also, if this video gets 100 likes, I will do a Stellar Blade stream in a maid costume. So, like, follow, subscribe. Bye.